Alright, hello again to the second round today. I initially wanted to take a more controlling approach, but then I thought about Maestra's Charm and Seasoned Pyromancer instead of Liliana to increase deck velocity a little bit, and I thought that was worth a try first. So Maestra's Charm obviously doesn't have such a high power level, but it is very, very versatile. And in combination with Croxa and Seasoned Pyromancer, it might always, like, when we're looking for a card, it might actually be worth it more than actually the card that we put in hand, because if we ditch Croxa or Seasoned Pyromancer to the graveyard, that's always also a good thing. Also, Seasoned Pyromancer hedges a little bit with Thoughtseize. Maestra's Charm does the same by providing a little bit of life gain if we need to. So with Maestra's Charm in the deck, we should be better against burn and very aggressive decks. Also, Maestra's Charm basically replaces the slot that Terminate would typically take. So this is basically a little bit more versatile Terminate, which I like. And there are a couple of matchups where this, of course, isn't as good as a Terminate, but that's basically only once an Archon resolves, and then the game is mostly over anyway, or a Primeval Titan. And in regards to the Primeval Titan, I mean, with subtleties, etc., we're not in the worst spot in that matchup anyway. Alright, so let's jump into League, see how it goes. Alright, welcome to round number 1. We are on the play, and I think we're gonna keep. It's a little bit proactive, but the Consider should enable the Croxa as well as finding us potential counter spells or whatever our opponent's playing. No, we're playing against burn. Huh. Alright, so let's see. It's possible that we want to have a counter play to a turn 2. Eidolon. Obviously, if we go with the anti-Eidolon play, then we don't really have a whole lot of options left. But Croxa itself, like, we get Subtlety in there, then Scalding Tarn, that's already 5 with the other Scalding Tarn. So turn 4 we will be able to play the Croxa. Only question is whether or not that's good enough by itself. We're on the play, that's good, and we're not really dealing ourselves too much damage, which is also good. And I can even fetch for a basic due to Cascade Bluffs. So Eidolon, I think I have to Subtlety, but anything else I would probably let resolve. Okay. Drown is not the worst. Drown is actually pretty decent. And now I can utilize the Consider as well. So that means next turn, if I fetch for a basic here with the Cascade Bluffs, I can't play the Croxa. And then we can try to find a Maestra's Charm. Alright, let's just go. Snow-covered island here. Let's have a look what we draw. Ditch this. Alright, Takenuma. I mean, it's not bad. Okay, but they won't be able to kill our Croxa probably. Alright, so Croxa, let's see if you're good enough. We've already gone through quite a few lands here. Hopefully they're not more common. So our opponent will be discarding at least one more spell here. Alright, K commands. Let's see. Is it gonna be good enough or not? We definitely need a little bit more counter magic. So I'm gonna leave the Drown up, I think, because if we were to draw a Snapcaster Mage, then the Drown is definitely the preferred answer. Oh, here. You're in here, cat. I go. Oh, Alright, now both cats are in the room. Okay, Sunbite Canyon would have been a redraw, so actually by discarding both lands here, our opponent has damaged himself quite a bit. Let's see. Okay. Play this one. And next turn we should be able to kill him. Okay, another Skullcrack. Yeah, he's taking 6, then he's going to 7. And I can go draw a step. The only thing that... Oh, well, maybe also... Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix or Boros Charm here off the top is what he needs. Okay, got there. Let's see. So Maestro's Charm is good. Croxa is okay. Definitely don't want to have Thoughtseize. I think Archmage Charm might also just be a little bit too clunky. But I cannot cut all of our counter magic. Probably want to cut at least one Consider, maybe even 2. Is our opponent going to bring in Graveyard Hate? It's possible, right? Let's go with 61 on the draw. Don't really want to cut the Cruxes. I could cut them for Dotties, TBH, but Dottie dies to all kinds of shit. I think I'm going to mulligan. That's even worse. Not a good hand. Let's see. Okay, no creature. That's good. I think we're going to start off with the Polluted Delta. Even if my opponent were to play an Eidolon, then I'm still probably going to go with just Triome and not do anything else. Alright, so there's the Eidolon. I think I'm going to let this resolve, then we're just going to fetch for 1 here, take the Sandus Launch. Then we're going to kill the Eidolon. I could also do it in his turn, but the issue here is that if he does have a Boros Charm and protects the Eidolon, we might be fucked. So I'm going to do it here. And then next turn we have Snap, Consider, or Archmage Charm up. Although the Archmage Charm, I'm not sure if I want to shock in there. I'm not going to do it if it's not necessary. Ah, shit. Oh, it's a rest in peace. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to take the counterspell. And Kroxa, yes, is of course way worse now, but on the flip side, it's still going to discard a card, and that means basically it would still have saved us here 6 life, which is absolutely okay. And we have a couple of counter spells. Alright, yeah, Drowned is actually more of an issue, not gonna lie. So that one's completely dead now. Unless we ditch it to subtlety, but this late in the game we typically don't want to do that. Let's see. Our opponent's definitely still taking more damage off of the Red Mesa and potentially even off of some big Canyon. Ooh, that's aggressive opponent. That is aggressive. Let's see. Yeah, if he doesn't do anything, I think I'm just going to deploy the other Snapcaster Mage as well. Then we have like 4 power on the battlefield. Plus even a Lightning Bolt, which is also pretty decent. And our opponent has to deal at least 4 a turn. Let's see. Let's see. So I think whatever this is, I'm going to counter it. It's a Boros Charm, yeah. Definitely going to counter it. And then we actually have a lethal already with the Lightning Bolt. So I think the most problematic card here for us might actually be a Lightning Helix. Let's see. So we're definitely not going to die in his turn here. So we should have at least one more turn. And potentially even one more protection spell. Let's see. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna attack here, and then whenever he taps out for a little bit, then we're gonna bolt him. Okay, Lightning Bolt me, don't care. I'll be with you in just a second, my Shutsy poops. Alright, there's Deflecting Palm. Now, okay, so it prevents the damage, but it's only like 2. Do I care about this? Can I die next turn? No, right? If I counter here, it's gonna take 4 again next turn. I think I want to counter here. And then we shall see. Alright, there's a Goblin Guide. So I think he has one out here, and that's exactly like 2 1-mana spells here off of a Goblin Guide. It's possible. It is definitely possible. But he doesn't have it. Alright. Now let's just attack. Bring him down to 1. I think if he had a Lightning Helix, he would have utilized it. But okay, so he's making it a little bit easier for us. Okay, GG's. Alright, welcome to round number 2. We're on the play, we're definitely gonna mulligan. Alright, this one we can't keep. Excuse me. So we're gonna keep, and I probably want to ditch a Consider here. Our opponent's also on a mulligan, so at least it's fair. So I hope in the background, like, my partner is vacuuming the flat. I hope that's not too disturbing. No worries, I already did my part as well. So if I fetch this for Watergrave, then we're definitely lacking a red. But on the other hand, I do want to see what my opponent's up to, and we also do have Counterspell plus Consider, so we should be able to buy ourselves a little bit of time. Alright, so let's see. If I take the Esper Sentinel here, then he needs to find another land source to activate the Urza Saga. If I take the Sigardas 8, then any Springleaf Drum will also suffice, then he doesn't have to find another land. I think I have to take the Esper Sentinel. Although this is a little bit risky, definitely. Now the counterspell is only good if my opponent doesn't have another land source. There's the Springleaf Drum that I was talking about. So I could let this happen, of course. He currently doesn't have anything else. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let this happen. We've taken the Esper Sentinel especially, or for this situation, so nope. Alright, Archmage Charm could help us a little bit. Another Croxa. Certainly not where we want to be. So let's hope that he doesn't have another land source here. Although it's kind of unlikely. No. This is even more of a problem. So I'm going to counter this so that he doesn't get access to Springleaf Drum. Also, this is another target for him, of course. And then we're very likely gonna have to steal a construct. Tokenuma. I think we're gonna play that. He also has another hammer in hand, so he could also attempt to go with like Igmoth Nexus here. Yeah, he actually does. Lets this happen. So we can even take a hit here. So we know the last card in his hand is a hammer. Yeah, so if he goes with this, well, sadly he activated the wrong Moth Nexus. So now I can actually just gain control here. So let's attack first. Then now I can force him to utilize the hammer or to lose it. And then we just have to rid ourselves of a creature off the top. Now, all of this is irrelevant for the most part. So he will have to block with his Inkmoth Nexi. So I thought they were good enough here to run into counterspell. Probably not, right? Alright, so he has something. Probably another hammer. But if that's the case, then he's going all in here because... Okay, he does have another land that he has to shock, yeah. Okay. So this means I can actually go with the other Croxa in hand. And that will put him down to 4. Esper Sentinel. So I think I'm gonna block this because that means that next turn I can attack with both because he will have to block with Inkmoth Nexus, and then the only out that he has... No, then he actually doesn't have an out, I think. Maybe I should look for a removal spell here first. That's also fine. Should I shock here? Yeah, let's go. Play the Croxa. Deals as much damage as the other thing there. And I think then he's 100% dead because even with a Pure Steel Paladin, he can't block the Moth Nexus, and the Croxa is lethal as well. All right. So cards I want to get rid of here: Seasoned Pyromancer, Croxa, and Thoughtseize. And what I do want to have is I want to have Torak, I want to have Fatal Pushes, and I think I want have the necroplasms as well. There is an argument to be made for the Archmage Charms, because as it was there, it can be pretty good. But obviously that's very dependent on the board state, etc. So maybe we shall maintain one. Maybe it's even... Maybe I should borrow the charm. We have Torak, we have a counterspell, but is that good enough? I don't think so. I want to have a couple... Okay. So let's say our opponent starts with the Esper Sentinel, right? I definitely want to have the Necroplasm. Question is whether or not I want to have an Archmage Charm or a counterspell, but I think the counterspell, because that provides us with a better curve. All right. So I can go with the Blood Crypt here. This way I don't have to wait for both of my tar pits to come out. There's an Urza Saga, so Necroplasm is gonna be detrimental at some point. I guess I'm gonna take the Spell Pierce here. Right now I cannot utilize the Springleaf Drum anyway. Let's do that. Still a pretty strong hand. We need at least one removal so that... I mean, we can also take a hit, I guess. Alright. So this probably means that next turn... I mean, he could still... play a creature and then activate as well. Oh, fuck my life. That's super strong. Alright, now we at least have a lightning bolt, but it's gonna be 3, so we can't really wait, right? This sucks. So that's another problem. So I have to shock here to kill the first one. So I know the last card in his hand is Enigma of Nexus. Why didn't he play that one, actually? Wouldn't that be way better? So that one will probably... Let's see. So this has 3 power now. If I wait for his turn... But what do we do about the Enigma of Nexus? Can I take a hit here? No, right? Because he's gonna get 2 more power at the very least, so that's 15. If he plays and activates the Enigma of Nexus, that's 16, so... And I have to fetch for a black source at the very least, so yeah. But that also means that we definitely need... I mean, the Necroplasm can block, actually. Gingerbread, wow. Then it cannot block. At least not that thing. Alright, there are multiple problems for us here. So Creeping Torpid is definitely gonna be just Creeping Torpid. Should I wait here for one more turn to play the Necroplasm? If I play Necroplasm here, Construct dies, but I cannot block this dude if he pays for one additional, right? So I'm gonna take at least 11, potentially more. With the Snapcaster Mage, I do have a blocker and a removal spell. I think I'm gonna go with a Snap first, because that also protects against the Inkmoth Nexus. Or is that not correct? Let's see. Of course, it depends on what he's drawing on off the top. But I think this turn... Okay, so he's even... Okay. So let's see. If he's fetching here, so then now he already missed the boat, right? With the Inkmoth Nexus. So that's not going to be a thing. Shadow Spear. Okay. So then Snapcaster Mage is going to go after the Ginger Brood, I think. We're going to take... Oh my fucking god, what? Another one? What? Oh my lord. So I can't even, like, if I go here, he could have another one. I don't think I can do that. It's just too risky. So I'm gonna snap here. And then I think... should I go after the Ginger Brute? Or should I go after this thing? I mean, this is definitely unblockable, but this thing with a hammer... And I'm gonna die to both anyway, so... Alright. Let's see. Alright, so that was the first wave. Now the second wave of constructs comes in. Okay, a land. He's got something. Hopefully no Paladin. Paladin would be really bad for us. I can go with the other Nexus, I guess. Okay. So this thing doesn't draw a card. It puts a card in my hand. Oh. K-Command is actually something that's pretty decent here. So, let's just wait, see what our opponent does. I want to have a couple of blockers. And I also want to get Necroplasm into the bin, so I'm definitely going to block whatever. Alright, now he's going with the Inkmoth Nexus play. Interesting. So I don't really care about the construct attacking. He can make the Inkmoth Nexus play, and I think he would only do this if he had protection as well. So, think I'm gonna let this resolve, see what happens. Okay, another planes. And he is attacking with both. Okay, so at the very most, he's got like 2. Right? So this blocks here, and then on the swing back we can deal with anything. And then we're gonna go destroy target artifact and deal 2 damage, right? So that the Colossus Hammer goes away here as well. And if he does have protection, then we have a counterspell up. And if not, then we're just gonna get our Necroplasm back from the bin. Yes. And kill the constructs. And then we can just go in with the Snapcaster Mage, and we have a couple of... we have a little bit of life to go through, but this is why I love Necroplasm. There were 3 Urza Sagas. It's fucking insane in terms of value. Oh, this is really good, I think. On the other hand, though, we need to wait another turn so that Necroplasm doesn't kill everything. I guess I could also kill it in my upkeep. Should I do that? Probably overall still be a benefit, right? I could attack for that as well. I was just making sure that it doesn't only target my opponent's stuff. Alright, Spell Pierce and Sigarda's 8. Not the worst hits, not the best hits, it's okay. Oh my fucking lord. Oh god. Okay. So we're attacking with everything, then we're gonna kill our own Necroplasm. We're dealing how much? So we're dealing 9 this turn. Next turn we need to prevent the Shadow Spear play, because that will kill us. If we were to draw a Lightning Bolt, then we have lethal. But we better find some other removal spell, TBH. Oh shit. I missed that one. I was already F6ing. That was also not great. I mean, I can get the Necroplasm back here. That will kill the Ornithopter. But if he goes 1, 2... Fuck. That's gonna kill us. I don't think Necroplasm... No. Necroplasm isn't gonna do it here. Oh my fucking lord. 4th fucking Urza Saga. Insane. So he's gonna have... It's gonna be even a 5/5. I can't even attack with a Torak here. So I think we're gonna keep everything back. See what happens. If my opponent splits something, then we have a shot, because that will enable us to get the Necroplasm back. And otherwise we'll have to go hardcore block mode, but I don't think, like, if he gets a construct with both Shadow Spear and Hammer, then that's gonna probably be it. Oh, that's so lucky. So lucky. Alright, so now we still have a chance. Now we still have a chance, because this thing... Never mind. My fucking lord. Okay, so... what can I do here? So I need to stay alive, which means at least two toughness have to block here, right? And that means if I go Torpid here, then next turn I get the Necroplasm back, everything dies, I save my Torak, which can attack after the fact with a Torpid together. So I think our play is this, this. Block, block, go to 1. Block here, right? Because then I take 6. There's nothing that he can activate, so yeah, I'm at 1. And then we get the Necroplasm back. Fuck my life, this Necroplasm is so good. Everything dies. Of course, our opponent's back to 19, which is also slightly problematic. But we'll be attacking with that Torak for a bit, until Necroplasm kills that one as well. Alright, everything dies on our opponent's side. And that's just a land. Okay, so we got a couple of turns to get a little bit of damage in here. Let's see. Alright, Salty. Let's see. Salty does not allow me to attack with a Torpid here. If I attack with the Torpid, we're dealing 9, but... no, 10 next turn. 9 this turn, next turn it's 10. So... that's actually good, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we have lethal next turn. And the Salty will probably, unless there's an Igmoth Nexus coming, probably be good enough. Alright, so now he's going to 9. That's a play. Unless he saw the uptick on the Necroplasm and calculated it, this is not a good play. Alright. I have to try it, right? Yeah, I think I do. Don't know what he could have here. I guess he could theoretically have a like the 0-4 blocker. Alright, we got there. My goodness. Folks, welcome to round number 3. We're on the play, and I think we can keep. Just have to adjust a little bit of the surrounding things here. So we could start with a snow-covered swamp here. But if I do that, then I can neither play a turn 2 counterspell should we draw one, or I think there's... We're not playing double black right now, right? In the main boards. Nope, we're not, but we're playing double red. Okay. I think we're gonna go with maybe even a block crypt here. That would only be a little bit of a problem with our mage charm, but everything else we can play, so. Oh shit. We are playing against Enchantress, and that is generally speaking a little bit of a problem. So I think I'm gonna take Utopia Sprawl, and now we have to be very careful because Enchantress is also playing Blood Moon. We have to slow them down as best as possible, and then slowly kill off all these Sanctum motherfuckers. Let's play this tapped. So this way we have both Counterspell and Mage Charm up. Otherwise we're just gonna go with a turn 4 Subtlety. Oh, interesting. He's not playing the Sanctum Weaver? Why? Does he want to play a Blood Moon first? But he would have to draw pretty well in order to make that happen, right? Is there any reason? Okay. Then it's probably not going to be a Blood Moon here. Abundant Growth, okay. That's a good card. Lol. So apparently he's waiting here to draw cards off of these Sanctum Weavers. Yeah, that would have been super weird. Like, why wouldn't he play them here? But on the other hand, we're getting a good 2-for-1. So that's alright. But we need to find some counter magic at some point. We have a couple solutions for the Sanctum Weavers, but we really don't have a whole lot of good things for enchantments right now. Yeah, he's just keeping them in hand. For when he draws an Enchantress. Or something else, something similar. So I could play those subtleties proactively, but I don't think I want to do that. Oh, maybe I should. Maybe I actually should now. Alright. So we get 9 damage in hand, plus like 2 attacks from a subtlety, and Torpid together should be enough. Alright, an Abundant Growth. Alright, then we're just gonna be proactive here. Then fuck it. Because I think the longer we wait, the more problematic it's gonna get for us. Alright, we got 12 damage in hand. Let's go... Six, put him down to 13. Next turn we already have lethal. We can deploy everything in one turn now. So that means that he needs to have... I don't even know what it's called. Is it... Confinement? I want to say confinement. Something like that. Solitary confinement is, I think, the thing. Alright, so it's possible that we're going to get there without our opponent doing anything. I could go with Inquisition here, but I think as long as one of my creatures hits, we got him. Alright. That was a little bit weird by our opponent. TBH. Okay, so I think Torek is pretty good here. Damnation might be good as well. Very much depends on the board state. Don't know if I want to have it. Let's see. So Torek is definitely good. I think Season Pyromancer is probably too slow. Do I want to have Dottie? No. I think I want to have Croxa over Dottie, right? This is still pretty flexible. Let's go. Our opponent has to provide a little bit of a more proactive game plan anyway. And we need to... Okay, so our opponent's on a mulligan. I think I want to keep this. It's not perfect hand, definitely not, but the Consider can help us with the Croxa. If we were to find a couple more lands, I can ditch the Snapcaster Mage to slow our opponent down, which is also good. And then it's about getting Turret down. Let's see. Also comes down to whether or not our opponent's getting us with a... Alright, Great Allomancy is also annoying. So that means we cannot... Lol, he only has one thing. Alright, we have to slow him down as much as possible, so subtleties will come in aggressively. Our opponent does not have more lands. Solitary Confinement into the graveyard, also interesting. We've gotten slightly unlucky with the lands here as well. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go Solitude here. Hey, put it on top. Fuck. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. So this will slow us down significantly. Let's put the Torek in. And then we're gonna make the same play, but with Salty, but with Monstrous Charm. This does, of course, fill the graveyard, but we need a counterspell for this dude. Damn it. Only card that we shouldn't be drawing there. Oh, okay. So yeah, we cannot actually interact with a thing, which is not so great. Oh, now he's playing a Sanctum Weaver. Why did you change your plans? I don't know, but for us, it's actually good. So, also a little bit unlucky there. But now we can actually block the other thing, or counter it. And then we have enough stuff in our graveyard. That means we only need to find one black or red source. So since I cannot kill anything anyway, I'm just gonna bolt him here. And then if we can't play the Croxa, okay, we can, which is good. So that will pump the Torak as well. So counterspell I want to have. Subtlety I can let go for one at least. I think the second one as well. Yeah, alright. That was on thin ice. And the good thing about this is that even if our opponent finds an Enchantress here or this thing here, then he still doesn't have another enchantment to benefit off of it. Oh, come on. That's insanely lucky. That's incredibly lucky. Alright. We're just gonna attack for 6 here. And that should still be lethal next turn. Snapcaster's lethal. A lot of things are lethal now. Or not. I think he wanted to cycle it, but misclicked or whatever. Alright, GG. Alright, folks, welcome to round number 4. We're on the play. I'm gonna keep, and we're gonna see what our opponent's up to. Hand's decent. Let's see. Let's go, opponent. Come on. Watergrave into Inquisition. And we're playing against a Creativity Bob. So, I think I'm gonna take the Teferi because he currently doesn't have the ability to play Creativity, really. And also, okay, command should be able to intercept the and the other 2 pieces are redundant, of course. Alright, Triumph makes sense. Okay, found a fetch land off the top that we didn't know about. I think I want to have. He does have Fire Ice, apparently. Alright, let's start off with the Thoughtseize here. Hope that our opponent doesn't have another Fire Ice, because that would be problematic. but we know 5 of the six cards. Like, you would have had to draw. I think he has like a spell pierce and wants to protect his hand here potentially. Let's see. We definitely need, I mean, depends. We shall see. If he has a spell pierce, we're okay. I think we need to take the Teferi again, right? I mean, yeah. And then next turn we need to keep our mana open to also be able to utilize the thing. So I got too many of the same shit here. I know about that, I know about that, I know about that. So these are the 5 cards he has in hand. And I really like, there's a ban and restricted announcement on Monday. Obviously WotC does have data that we don't have. I strongly assume, I mean, we don't know if anything's gonna happen or not, but I hope that Ren 6 is gonna leave the format. Although up until this point in time, we don't have any indication that that is going to happen. But we shall see. Yeah, we're a little bit stuck on lands here, which is somewhat problematic. So he's fetched this one, he's fetched this one. Still know 3 of the cards. I think we're gonna go with another Inquisition here, because if I can get him to utilize his other indomitable creativity here, and there's another Dwarf Mine as well, so this, okay, this one's going, this one's going, this is what he has. I think I need to let this resolve, right? It's super bad for us. But I currently can't do anything about it. We're so stuck on fucking mana. Fucking annoying. But okay. But okay. Alright, discard 2 lands actually. Yeah, that was kind of obvious. Oh man. I cannot let this happen. Sucks, but I have to do it. Yeah, you put it on top. I think that's fine. I could block the Shaman, of course. Although I'm not even sure that's necessary. I think I'm gonna go with like this. Yeah, and then we're gonna block at least one, because Ren 6 is, you know, gonna do the rest. Oh man. Alright, we have another counter spell at the very least. Ren 6 is such a fucked up card. Just fucked up. But we're also fucking stuck here, like with our fucking lands. Otherwise I could do way more. It's a little bit annoying. Alright, down to 7, and of course we have to not only worry about creativity there in our opponent's hand, but also about Ren 6 and about the dwarves. Not great. Discard and deal 2 damage, I think. It's the play. And if we were to draw another land, then I could deploy the Crux to make him discard another card. Because Ren 6, up until this point... Fuck. Why don't I fucking draw a land? Fuck this shit. There's no way I can do anything here. 20 cards in the fucking... Fuck. Okay, so now I can actually get rid of his creativity though. So I can go target player discards and kill that thing. And that puts me down to 3. After the dwarf hit, but then I can go with Seasoned Pyromancer potentially. And then, of course, we die to a lightning bolt, but okay. Oh, come on. This is a fucking joke, you motherfucker. Fuck this shit. Lol. Lol, what? Alright, so, couple of changes. So this is too slow, this is too slow. I don't want to have those. I want to have Olvar, that's fine, because this will let us be pretty aggressive overall. So I can actually tap out in between. I don't think I need anything else though. Torok, yeah, maybe, but our opponent is playing Veil of Summer, so I'm gonna leave that be. Alright, let's keep. And then in order to circumvent both Veil of Summer and Spell Pierce, we're gonna do it right now, turn 1, but we're gonna go with a basic Swamp. Because we do have Sunken Ruins. Alright, and then we're gonna take the Ren 6, because Ren 6 is a motherfucker. Their opponent has a lot of lands and nothing else, which is good. I think actually I'm gonna go fetch for basic here, and then go with the Sunken Ruins. That way I thin my deck a little bit more. I could actually also do it now, in order to try to find another discard spell. Do you have another Ren 6? Fuck you. Honestly, fuck you if you have one. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. I hate this shit card. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck this. Motherfucker. So am I gonna get the Snapcaster down here? I could of course also just counter the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but issue with that is that my opponent doesn't need to play it, and if he then has some sort of counterspell or whatever, then we have an issue. So I'd rather have my opponent tick down on my Snapcaster Mage here, and then, by the way, my Enchantress Charm can also kill the Ren and 6. That's also a good thing. Oh, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, honestly. Fuck this shit. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Yeah, the issue is here, the probability of my opponent, like through the Fable, just getting there is too big. I can't take the risk. If he doesn't do anything, I can kill the Ren. But otherwise, I probably can't. Oh man. It's kind of fucked up. I have to shock here because I need to have all blue for our Mage Charm. As well. Alright, so we can take over one of the goblins here. That will provide us with additional mana. But fuck my life. Fucking Lucka. We're taking over. I don't think I have the luxury here. If he does have a creativity plus disruption, then that's just how it is. Fuck you. Fuck this fucking shit fuck of a fucking planeswalker. Ban this motherfucker. So I think we're gonna attack first. If he double blocks, I can go lightning bolt. Otherwise, Alright. Didn't think so. So let's kill that dude. This way we're at least generating a little bit of mana. I'm really fucking pissed by how this game went overall. Fucking retarded. Fucking retarded. Yeah, great. Okay, so opponent doesn't have shit. We don't either. But our opponent does have a fucking Ren and 6. And we don't. And we didn't even fucking draw an Orvar, so creativity, any creativity will still kill us. Super unhappy with how this thing overall turned out. And of course, Ren and 6 also provides a win condition by himself. But we shall see. He has it. He has it again off the top. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Yeah. Alright. GG's. Alright, people. Welcome to round number 5. I'm still pissed as fuck. But let's see. Alright, yeah, let's skip. Please. Okay. Just a Ragavan is okay. We're running straight into a scam dude here. That will be very problematic. So I did play the Lightning Bolt there because if we're playing against Scam, then he has Malice or whatever they are called, yeah, exactly these things. So he would have been able to actually save it or protect it. Subtlety, very good card in this matchup. Probably the best card possible. Because that makes Scam players really... like, you can try it just very well with them on the stack. I think... I'm just gonna shock it in. And then if our opponent doesn't do anything, we're just gonna draw 2 cards with Armage Charm. I think this is okay. Probably... like, I wanted to see whether or not my opponent has more lands and does something after the fact, but this way I'm just gonna draw 2. Alright, so let's play this and then go Snappy. Lightning Bolts. Kill the thing. Pass the turn. Now, if push comes to shove, we still have the Snap Salty play. Otherwise, like if we were... No, I don't think I need to do something here. Okay, that's actually also decent. So I don't want my opponent to play the Armage Charm, therefore I'm gonna go and kill it. And then we're also gonna Inquisition. And we can even utilize the Subtlety aggressively here as well, because the Seasoned Pyromancer can then draw us out of it. Yeah, alright. So he has a Fury, he has a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. What's more problematic here for us? So Seasoned Pyromancer requires a second red source at the very least, so I think we're going to take the Fable also because we cannot really interact with the Fable right now. And I'm not going to attack just in case there's a Ragavan off the top, because I really don't want to... fight over Ragavan here with Subtlety. Yep, Armored Charm is a good card. Not gonna lie. If he doesn't do anything, then we're just gonna draw more cards. Alright, so did find a land, but no second red source, which is good. Oops, that wasn't correct. And this will, of course, not only provide us with more mana, but more cards, but also gives me more options in the graveyard for Snapcaster, which I like. K command. I think this K command. No worries, dude. It's not gonna resolve. Actually, I might want to go with the Snapcaster here, because that might provoke my opponent to play the Fury, and that in turn might seal the deal here. Because now we have good threats on the board. We still have more than enough cards in hand. It's not going to be easy for our opponent from here. A Lily. Okay, so, I don't know. If he does play the Fury, I can still go with the Subtlety here and have backup. He doesn't go with the Fury, that's definitely a mistake. Yeah. Alright. Fine by me, because you're taking 4, going to 7, and then next turn I can go Subtlety, and that's lethal. I think let's take the... Maybe let's even take the Grief. Because that's actually something that he can play if he draws. Okay. Yeah. Sehr gut. I already speak in German here. Alright, so... Let's see. So our opponent is playing... I think I need to get rid of the Automated Charms, because our opponent is playing Blood Moons. Subtleties can still be played, that's fine. Counterspells, fine. Kroxa is good in general against our opponent, so I think I'm gonna go this way. We could, of course, also bring in the Orvar, but that's a little bit of a... That's probably too cute. Do I want to have 4 fail pushes here? Definitely want to have a couple. Let's go like this, and then 2 Dotties as well, and maybe 1 Torak. Although, Maestro's Charm, I mean, we can also, depending on how we fetch, we can always play the Maestro's Charm as well, right? So, okay, let's go with 61 on the draw. I guess Torak, I mean, our opponent does have many ways of getting rid of it, so... Yeah, let's keep. Leyline, ooh. Then our Kroxas are, of course, not as good. Leyline is definitely a good card here. Let's start off with the Thoughtseize, I think, because that will still allow us to go with a fail push afterwards. Okay, so this is definitely a hand that he just kept for that ley line, right? Severi currently doesn't do a whole lot, but I still think that we have to take it because the other two pieces are redundant. And this way, at least he doesn't have a target. Okay. All right. Maybe a little bit too cute here. Opponent doesn't seem to have drawn anything either, though. Does have another land. So it's all lands versus no lands. Shit. Now if he drew a Grief. Or a Blood Moon. Yeah. Oh my god. And then we draw a Takenuma. What the fuck? I mean, we still haven't lost, right? Still very much depends on whether or not we draw any of our basics. And of course, also we still have Season Pyromancer. I thought he sadly a little bit too late. So actually, we have some decent outs, but he's found a Season Pyromancer first, apparently. Okay, Ragavan. Let's see. So if we are going to draw the Season Pyromancer ourselves, then we have a shot, but we didn't, so we don't. So with the leyline, obviously the Grixis is pretty bad. But how likely is it really that our opponent does have a second one here as well? Alright, let's cut one. Gonna keep one. Alright, so at least no leyline, which means Grixis life. And that's good. And I probably have to fetch around the Blood Moon in the beginning, which means Grixis is gonna be a little bit delayed, but what can I do, right? Do I want to get rid of this? This hurts a little bit. Now Dottie would have been pretty decent, I think. But we shall see. Alright, he's got a Croxa by off his own, I think. Collective Brutality? Okay. I can only take the Drown or the Lightning Bolt, TBH. So if I fetch this, he fetched for a basic there as well, so I think it's very prudent here to also fetch basic. And then we're gonna go and deploy the Dottie. And should he have the Blood Moon in hand again, then at least we can still play most of the shit that we have. Also, Grief is basically currently not a good play as long as the Dottie is on the field. Fury is a little bit different because he can, of course, trigger ETB before Evoke. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. I think I'm gonna go with the Croxa here, because my Consider could find another one, and we still have Lightning Bolt and Consider up, so I think it's fine. Consider could find another land that we need here, so we shall see. He's got a Dottie himself. Also, now Croxa's in the graveyard, which means the Leyline isn't going to be good. And if this is going to be Grief, which it is... Oh no, it's a Taurak. Okay, so Taurak is a problem. Huh. So now we need to get a little bit lucky in terms of lands, I guess. I could also... Okay, let's see. So if I let this resolve, right, then we still have a good shot at either like getting one of these two, and if that's not the case, then we still have a decent shot at finding a land with the Consider, right? We have double black anyway, so if I go Steam Vents here, then any other land will be sufficient. So I think I'm gonna let this resolve. Obviously we draw, we lose both our best cards. Okay, another Consider. Alright, Seasoned Pyromancer isn't too bad, actually. Okay, let's draw that one. Ooh. So now we can't actually play the Croxa, which means Taurak isn't good. Or, alternatively, we could also play Seasoned Pyromancer, draw 2 cards, have a blocker for the Taurak, because our opponent probably can get rid of the Croxa out of our graveyard anyway, right? Does he have a solution for it? Probably not. But Seasoned Pyromancer is better against Blood Moon, so we're gonna go with the Croxair. Let's see. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, discard 2 Furies. Okay, so absolutely nothing. That's good. This is also good. So I think let's deal with, well, actually no. We're gonna go and attack first. That's another Fury. Okay. Then let's see how he blocks. Okay, and then we'll kill the Torak, right? Okay. That's a good card. Definitely a good card. Oh, Seasoned Pyromancer into Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay. So I think I'm gonna ditch this because that gives me most options. Okay. Not perfect, but okay, I guess. And he'll have to block, exactly. So he gets a couple of redraws, with one redraw with the Fable. But right now we're definitely ahead. Discarded Ragavan, which makes sense. Perfect. Because this means that he doesn't have shit. And that in turn means that my Salty is going to be very good. And now we also have a Drawn Loch. Great. Perfect. Yeah, fuck you. You should block first. Yeah, GG's. Alright, yeah, so overall, I mean, except for the one matchup against Archon, like the creativity matchup, I think the deck performed pretty well here. I liked it a lot, like gameplay-wise, and overall, we also had a wide variety of opponents, both creature-focused and then non-creature focused, etc. So I think it performed quite well. Over, of course, didn't help us out in the cruelty matchup. Let's see what we have in the treasures. Celestial Colonnade, which is worth absolutely shit. Leafcrown Visionary, that's actually cool. And what else do we have? Falkenrod Narodos. I don't think there's anything here. Leyline of the Void. Alright, good. So, I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. Have a great week, guys, and see you guys around.